This video explains how to back up the database for CTech ViPER ANLYTX software, the control software for variable path length technology instruments. We will cover how to create a manual backup of the database, how to automate regular backups, and how to restore a database that has been previously backed up. For more detailed instructions, consult knowledge base article number KB23003. A link is included in the description below, or the article can be accessed through the Repligen website. To follow these steps, you'll need to have access to SQL Server Management Studio, or SSMS. You can download and install SSMS from the Microsoft website, link in the description below. For ViPER ANLYTX software, a database exists for each VPT instrument, and a backup should be created for as many instruments as you operate. We'll be using structured query language, or SQL for short, to create and utilize a backup of the database. There are two methods that we will cover to create a manual backup or .bat file, one using SSMS and the other using a SQL command. Launch SSMS and connect to the database server with the appropriate credentials. If you do not know the credentials to connect to your database, please contact your IT administrator. Navigate to the Object Explorer and locate the node titled Databases. Right-click on the database you'd like to back up. The default name for a ViPER database is VPT data. Select Tasks, then Backup. In the Backup database window, under the backup type, select Full. Specify the destination for the backup file, and save it with the relevant file name. Review the settings and click OK to initiate the backup process. This will create a .bak file in the location that you've chosen. Open a text editor, such as Notepad, and create a backup script, like the example shown here. The script should include SQL command at the beginning, and the relevant information for your own database, shown here in red. Save the document as a batch file by naming it with a .bat extension, for example, example-backup.bat. Run the batch file to then execute the command line and create the backup file. To automate backups at regular intervals, use Windows Task Scheduler. Navigate to the Task Scheduler library and click Action, then Create Task to create a new task. Specify a name and a description. In the Triggers tab, set the schedule for the automated backup, such as daily or weekly. In the Actions tab, create a new action and select a batch file that runs the SQL command, just like the example batch file created in part 1 of this video. Then, to configure the security credentials, assign a user account to run the task by using the security options in the Create Task window. Click Change User or Group. Ensure that the account running the task has the necessary permissions to access and back up the database. To restore a database from a backup file, again launch SSMS and connect to the database server with a system admin account. Navigate to the Object Explorer and locate the Databases node. Right-click on the relevant database, select Tasks, then Restore, and then Database. In the General tab of the Restored Database window, under the Source section, select Device. Click the ellipses to browse for the backup file. Select the relevant backup file and click OK. Returning to the General tab, ensure the To Database field is set to the correct name, in this case VPT data. Review the settings one final time and click OK to initiate the restoration process. With that, thanks for watching. If you need further assistance, please reach out to the Repligen technical support team. The email is in the description below.